Have you ever wondered if there's a language beyond human words? A language not spoken by mortals, but by beings of pure light, resonating with divine power and ancient mysteries. What if angels don't just speak, but sing the very fabric of existence, communicating in a way that utterly transcends our reality? From the whispers in ancient text to the visions of mystics, the concept of angelic language has captivated humanity for millennia. But what if this isn't just a myth, but a profound truth that could unlock secrets about creation, spiritual realms, and your own connection to the divine? From the whispers in ancient texts to the visions of mystics, the concept of angelic language has captivated humanity for millennia. But what if this isn't just a myth, but a haute truth that could unlock secrets about creation, spiritual realms, and your own connection to the divine? Today, we're going to pull back the veil. We'll explore the unseen sounds and sacred symbols believed to be the true voice of angels, revealing a form of communication that not only ancient and mystifying, but could fundamentally alter how you perceive reality itself. Imagine yourself in a timeless moment where the initial darkness of the universe gives way to the primordial light. At this sacred moment, a sound resonates, not as a mere noise, but as the very essence of creation. This sound is the voice of angels, a divine language that transcends the limitations of human speech. Each vibration of this ancestral language is an act of manifestation, bringing to existence stars, planets, and all life form. It is as if each word pronounced in this cosmic language were a link between the divine and the terrene, between the visible and the invisible. This angelic language not only communicates information, but infuses creative power and sacred intention in every syllable given. Thus, diving into this ocean of angelic sounds is to embark on a day of deep connection with the primordial source of all existence. From the ancient scrolls hidden in remote monasteries to the oral traditions passed down through generations, the threads of angelic language weave the tapestry of divine communication that transcends time and space. In the sacred texts of the Essenes, ancient Jewish sect known for their mystical practices, there are references to a heavenly tongue spoken by angelic beings during sacred rituals. This language, believed to be a harmonic blend of light and sound, was thought to open gateways to higher realms and invoke blessings upon the earth. The Essenes saw angelic language not just as a means of communication, but a living force that could bring healing, protection, and spiritual elevation to those attuned to its frequencies. As we delve deeper into the annals of history, we encounter echoes of angelic language in the hymns of ancient Greece, dedicated to the Muses, divine entities who inspired creativity and knowledge in mortals. The Greeks believed that by invoking these muses through melodic incantations, they could channel the wisdom of the gods and infuse their works with transcendent beauty. This notion of music, a conduit for divine inspiration, resonates with the concept of angelic language as a symphony of creation, each note carrying the essence of cosmic harmony. Across cultures and epochs, from Vedic mantras sung in reverence to Egyptian spells, whispered under moonlit skies, humanity has sought to commune with angelic realms through language that transcends and earthly constraints. The very act of speaking or singing these sacred words was believed to align mortal souls with celestial vibrations, attuning them to the universal song that reverberates through all extents. Ancient civilizations keep deep secrets on angelic language, a communication that goes beyond words and earthly sounds. In ancient Egypt, hieroglyphics were seen as a form of sacred writing, capable of conveying messages from the gods and heavenly beings. Each symbol recorded on the temple's walls carried with it a cosmic meaning, a direct connection with the divine planes. The Egyptian priests believed that mastering angelic language was to access the secrets of the universe and unravel the mysteries of death after death. Similarly, in Mesopotamia, the cuneiform clay plates were considered to be with heavenly knowledge, revealing the wills of the gods to mortals. The kings of Babylon consulted the divine scribes to decipher the language of angels and interpret the omens of the future. This tradition of seeking guidance in the symbols and heavenly words echoes in various cultures around the world, demonstrating the universality of human yearning for communicating with the divine. In theology, angelic language is seen as an expression of divine purity, devoid of ambiguities and limitations found in human languages. It is believed to be a reflection of divine truth, direct communication with the essence of the sacred. Many theologians and scholars argue that the language of angels is not restricted to the transmission of messages, but it is a vehicle to God's own presence. In various religious traditions, the understanding or hearing of this language is considered a privilege reserved for the most enlightened and devoted follower. Some even claim that the simple act of listening or understanding this language can bring individuals closer to divine knowledge or lighting. But what does it really mean to speak without words, or to understand without intellect? The mystics throughout history have described the angelic language not as something that can be totally articulated or understood by the human mind, but as a spiritual experience. Kabbalistic texts speak of a language of light that is not spoken, but a form of spiritual resonance or understanding that goes beyond human cognition. It is a knowledge that transcends words, a direct communion with divine wisdom. Similarly, some Christian mystics referred to angelic language as spheres, music, a heavenly harmony perceived only by those truly attuned to the divine. Imagine a symphony not only of sounds, but of pure spiritual information flowing directly to your conscience. This concept of angelic communication as an experience, rather than mere linguistic exchange, echoes through the various ancient civilizations. From Sumerians to Egyptians, there are reports of divine beings communicating in ways that completely transcend human understanding, often involving sacred sounds, symbols, or vibrations, carrying deep meanings. Within the vastness of the universe, where stars dance in a cosmic ballet, and the planets whispered ancient secrets, angelic language manifests itself as a symphony of light and sound. Each note resonates with the essence of creation, each melody weaving the wires of destiny and eternity. It is imagined in a state of pure consciousness, where the boundaries between the self and the divine dissolve, and you are immersed in the language of angels. In this timeless kingdom, words are not necessary. It is the pure transmission of thought, emotion, and intention that permeates your soul. This communication transcends rational understanding, plunging into the depths of being. It is as if every vibration of this celestial language were a portal for dimensions beyond our understanding, an invitation to explore the mysteries of the universe and discover the true nature of existence. In ancestral civilizations, angelic language was revered as the essence of creation, an echo of the gods in the fabric of the universe. The peoples of Mesopotamia saw divine symbols as bearers of heavenly messages, transmitting the will of the gods to mortals through signs and omen. The Babylonian scribes deciphered cuneiform tablets in search of the wisdom of the angels, interpreting the designs of the cosmos on the lines drawn in the clay. Similarly, in ancient Egypt, the hieroglyphics were seen as a bridge between the earthly and divine kingdoms, each symbol recorded on the temple's walls, carrying the weight of the ages and the promise of eternity. Angelic language was not just a means of communication, it was the very substance of reality, a sacred expression capable of shaping the destiny of the stars and guiding the steps of mortals on the journey of life. In Mesopotamian mythology, communication between humans and gods was mediated by priests or shamans, acting as intermediaries between earthly and divine plans. The Sumerians believed in a hierarchy of gods, each with specific functions. Although these gods did not speak angelic language itself, their communication with humans was perceived as a divine speech, often in the form of omen or symbols. The Sumerians even claimed that their cuneiform writing system was a gift from the Enki god, suggesting that the act of writing itself was a bridge between the human and divine kingdoms. This established the initial basis for the idea that certain languages or symbols carried divine power. Similarly, in ancient Egyptian mythology, the gods communicated by spoken words, symbols, and sacred writings. Hieroglyphics, an Egyptian writing system, were often associated with divine communication, believing that they had been created by Thoth, the god of wisdom and scribe of the gods. Egyptian texts suggest that certain invocations written in hieroglyphics had magical powers. Although they did not explicitly describe an angelic language, their vision of divine communication through symbolic language established the scenario for future concepts about a sacred language accessible only to the divine or the initiates. Within Jewish mystical traditions, angelic language is seen as a sacred code, a key to unraveling the mysteries of creation and divinity. Kabbalists believe that each letter of the Hebrew alphabet has specific meanings and energies, connecting the earthly world to the spirit world. Through the combination and manipulation of these letters, scholars seek to understand the secrets of the universe and establish direct communication with heavenly spheres. The Zohar, the central text of the Kabbalah, describes the language of angels as a symphony of light and sound, where each word is a portal for dimensions beyond human understanding. This language is not limited only to the transmission of information, it is a vehicle for the divine presence itself. By exploring the depths of this hidden language, Kabbalists seek not only to decipher their superficial meanings, but dive into the deepest layers of cosmic reality. In Islamic tradition, angels are seen as beings created by Allah to do their will. The Quran states that angels speak only to the words of God, reinforcing the idea of a language that is inherently divine. In Islamic tradition, angels communicate in an Arab form that is pure and immaculate, a language that humans can understand when it is God's will. Some Islamic mystics, especially Sufis, suggest that angelic language is a language of the heart, a non-verbal communication that conveys divine knowledge and love. This is aligned with the broad mystical tradition that sees angelic communication as experiential and spiritual, surpassing the limitations of verbal language. The journey through the fascinating world of angelic language leads us to reflect on the transcendental nature of this heavenly language. Each syllable of this ancestral language is like a note in a cosmic symphony, resonating through the eons and connecting the visible and invisible worlds. It is as if each word pronounced in this divine language were a portal for dimensions beyond our understanding, an invitation to explore the mysteries of the universe and discover the true nature of existence. Angelic language not only communicates information, it is a living expression of the creative power of the divine, infusing each interaction with meaning and purpose. By diving into the depths of this ocean of heavenly sounds, we are invited to transcend the limitations of the human mind and connect with the primordial essence of all creation. If you're ready to unlock these ancient mysteries and delve deeper into the world of angelic language, hit subscribe now. As we conclude our journey through angelic language, remember the quest for understanding goes beyond words. It delves into realms where meaning transcends spoken languages.